Okay, so just starting off, can you just state the names of who played today so I get them right?
Absolutely.
This is Vincent D. Michele.
Awesome.
Played the bass.
Great fit.
No place to go. Right on time to San Diego. You feel in a sunshine, but not too much.
This is Billy Thomas Rogan III, actually.
Oh.
Junior, sorry.
William Thomas Rogan Jr.
William
Wow.
Thomas Rogan Jr. on guitar. And we
I should
both
have been an author.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not too late.
I would read that guy.
Yeah. No, do it right now.
It's not too late, yeah. Right.
we had our friend Will Sangster playing the keyboards. And then Mike Bailey on the drums.
Bailey on the drums. So last time we spoke was up front. What have you been up to? What have you been doing?
Well, we've been doing a lot of personal travels, actually. I was just in Florida and Pennsylvania and Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine with my new wife.
Cute.
Yeah,
So
Billy
I
got married.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
just married?
Yeah.
When?
Yeah. It was 8/8/24.
Love. So very, very recent. That's so exciting.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
fours.
amazing, yeah. Four. It's crazy, actually.
4/8 right there.
It's crazy. yeah. So that's what I've been doing, and and I just got back to town like maybe about last week or so.
Oh, really?
So back here, and then we're here at Snowbird, and we're just focusing on getting stuff ramping back up again, and working on more new songs.
Yeah.
We
The life
played
of musicians.
at Since the Front. We did a show at Urban Lounge for a Save Our Canes fundraiser, and then at Snow Basin as well. We got to play at Snow Basin Summerfest. That was awesome.
Was it 3 that weekend?
It was 3 that weekend.
was the other one?
3 in the weekend. The Front was Thursday,
Snow Basin, and
and then Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
Wow.
okay, yeah.
And
Yeah.
so then after that, like sort of mini Salt Lake tour, if you will, we leaned into a break. I was traveling, Billy was traveling, our keyboardist Tyler is still traveling. And so we had a little nice summer break, and local shows tend to slow down in the summer too. And it's like big festival season and stuff. So it was just a slow time for bookings everywhere. And so we took the time off and are excited to get back into it now.
Yeah, we're now going to be doing, Vince and I, like a lot more legwork and reaching out to places and getting content out there and writing songs, and probably sometime getting in the studio soon and just making some stuff out there and getting it. All the work we have to do to make it happen, really.
Awesome. That's very cool. Very cool. Awesome. So for our audiences who may not be familiar with your band from our last piece, what's your process of getting out there and playing music and all the things?
I think intention is the first thing that I think we talk about most, and what our sounds want to be, what we're trying to do. And then I think that's probably a good example talking to Will and Mike this week with rehearsals. They never played with us before. So communicating
Which
ideas,
they did so well.
Ideas leading up. It's really mainly about ideas and then setting an intention. It's like our last rehearsal, we were driving up to meet everyone, and I was like, let's try to get in some more like controlled chaos, and
Yes.
there seems to always be some sort of type of foundation within the framework you can always lean back into, groove, melody, and then inside of those things trying to find your way with it and develop and share out some ideas that you grab a hold to.
I think it's like listening, shared listening, because it's funny, when we were rehearsing all this week, we were practicing one of the songs that we were playing, Gotta Jaboo, this Fish cover, and every time we played it this week, it got super dark and evil, and we had never done it that way, but that's just how it went. And then today it kind of stayed a little more happy, had a little bit of evil in it, but we didn't we hadn't said like, oh, let's do it evil today. we just know that listening to each other is the key forward, right? Even if we had an intention, say like, you know, Billy and I had talked about before, you know, let's do an evil Gotta Jaboo. And then we're playing it and that evil thing isn't really happening. It's not like I'm gonna yell at everyone on stage and go like, make it evil. Like, no, I'm just gonna go with what's happening, right? So I think really letting go of the plan a lot of times is our intention too. Like we have guidelines, but it's like what happens in the moment and the feedback we get from the audience. You know, you were great in the crowd today, Lainey. Like seriously,
what can
awesome.
I say?
The feedback we get from the audience, the feedback we get from each other, the feedback we get from our instruments. You know, sometimes you go for something and it doesn't happen how you imagined it, and trying to force that when it's not happening is the worst thing you can do. You know, so really letting go of your ego and what you want to happen, and really flowing with what is happening is our main process for sure.
So since you do bring out like outdoor venues, do you prefer playing outdoor? Like does it give you that inspiration from being outside, or do you prefer more indoor?
I mean, this is crazy.
It's pretty nice to play out here.
I mean, this is a truly special day. Like, this is absolutely. So we're all super thankful.
They both have different sort of inspiring features, right?
I like indoor better.
Because
indoor night, the music with the lights in an indoor setting is it just lends itself to a bit more experimentation.
And it brings like that psychedelic factor.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
think you can actually feel the band open up more, and I think the crowd kind of is pulled in more along with that. So they're both very hand in hand, and being in a natural environment, albeit very beautiful, having daytime anyway, having nights is nighttime show. It could be outdoors, but getting the lights going, I think, is like the next step for us.
Yeah, awesome. So you've played Snow Basin and now you've played Snowbird.
Yeah.
Which one's the better venue?
Different.
Yeah.
So Snow Basin. I'll praise Snow Basin before here. So Snow Basin had a massive stage. Really cool because we hadn't been able to spread out that much, and then also separate the frequencies on stage with the monitors. So we use in-ear monitors, sort of like a half in, half out for venues like smaller rooms. At Snow Basin, we didn't even have to use them, and we could hear each other so well. And for us doing the improv thing, it's really important to be able to hear each other. Like, especially if, you know, I'm trying to pick up on where Billy's going with an idea, and he'll trail off in volume at the end of a phrase. That's a good thing. It's an important thing, but I need to hear where that phrase ends to know where the next note is coming from, right? So Snow Basin was awesome because of that, because we had great sound there. The field was awesome. It was a little flatter, so there was more people dancing up front, which was really nice. My parents were there, so that was really cool. Sue, his wife, was there, which was really cool.
I think anyone that lives here and has spent time here, outside of asking them, hey, what mountain do you like better, in like a ski or snowboard context, that if you just go to any of them and you're outside, you're kind of just like, this is absolutely completely stunning, and wow, what a spot to be. So we love it here. There's amazing people to be here in Snowbird.
Specific phrase from Snowbird, Oktoberfest. I mean, right? So this is part of a bigger festival. That was really cool. At Snow Basin, we were looking out on the mountains. Here we are, absolutely surrounded by them, you know? Pretty cool to look out at that sheer sort of marbled face.
I kept looking back at it.
It was incredible.
Any final thoughts to leave with viewers, readers, audience?
I think just maybe explaining to anyone at home listening or watching that I think the thing that we pride ourselves on the most, I know, is that we go up there, and you know, a lot of jam bands will do that, you know, kind of like, let's do the set this way, and it's like, the room might be different, the vibe might be different,
Yeah.
the whole structure might be different. And what we do is intentionally throwing it out the window and being, well, because we know, and I think every musician knows, and every music listener knows, that in those moments, that's where like all that magic is. And we really, really just like want to keep charging through that. And we know that it makes us better musicians, it makes us better players, it makes us better, I think, attentively aware. And yeah, so
Yes.
I think if you're following us or you're new to us or you're thinking about coming to a show, I guess maybe keep that in mind when you're coming out and you're seeing what we're doing, is that, I mean, it's really just raw. Like we don't plan or resort to, as players, I think each player resorts to certain fills and things and tricks,
Yeah.
but like
I did a lot of the same stuff.
yeah, that's just how it is. I mean, like, form is form and function is function, but
Yeah.
we're trying to like figure out, well, where's the next thing, and today was a great set, man.
Today,
Yeah, it was
last
awesome.
Day, I will say, for an example of what Billy's talking about, is the front show. We went into that second set with a plan, and while we were jamming out of the first song, Billy just leans in and goes like, "New plan," and we went with the new plan.
awesome.
And then after that song, he was like, "New plan," and we made it work. And it was really cool because it was all these songs that went, like if you're looking at a set list for jam band fans, it was like the full arrow into the next song. Like we didn't stop playing. We like built it into the next song. That was really cool. And we did that great with Shakedown today. That was a really good Shakedown.
Yeah, and your flow in and out of riffs is so clear. It's
you.
so good.
That means a lot.
It's like,
He's the best listener.
oh yeah,
You were actually,
I get locked in so quick.
I love that.
It's so
Thank you
good.
so much for that.
Yeah, of course.
Seriously.
That is the best.
Yeah.
The feedback is like so important. So like,
Yeah.
especially we knew that today, no hate on the Oktoberfest crowd. This hill is pretty slanted. People are coming over here to have a break from the tents. Like we knew there were going to be a lot of people sitting down, but to have you right up by us, just like, oh, yeah, like it's so important. Just
We should have maybe did a German polka tune, I guess.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Next
Next time. Yeah, that was awesome. Well, cool. Thank you
Yeah,
for
thank you, lady.
interviewing.
Yeah,
And thanks for inviting me.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Until next time.